Sorry, I'm ensuring that this thing is live. The recording is working. Okay, so we are good to go now. All right, I said I introduced us to two methods yesterday. The type method, and I said the type method is to know the data type that the variable is actually was carrying. We also look at the various data type that we have in Python. So we say we have number data type, string data type, and the boolean words, the boolean data type. Okay, I said also said you can have a multiple statements in one line, which I use this example to give that analysis. All right, so we pick an example regarding the number data type, the string data type, or also look at the boolean words data type. So today we are going to continue on the already existing foundation that we have laid. So we'll move to another data type in Python that is also very important. But in this case, I'll be breaking them down one after the other. Please, let's create a file. Create a file, just click on the file here. Then it will bring out this for you. So we are looking at another one which I called an array. Let's say list, the list data type. The list what data type. So that's what I want to look at today so that we'll be able to appreciate our program. Then one thing about variable now, look at it. Let me give an example. If I said uh, var equals to what name, var equals to name. Remember I said this var is assigned to name. That's an assignment operator. Okay. Then I now come here and I said print what, print var. Come there, I said what, print var. So if I print this var here, you are going to see name. Now look at it in a way. Let's say I want to have multiple items to be collected. I want to have name, color. Will I be putting space like this, color, something like age, all right, something like age or stuff like that. Or let's say I have another thing again I want to collect, height and what and weight. Okay, so this one is going to come outside fine, but this is a string. Okay, remember we said in yesterday class, we said anything that is inside a single quote or a double quote is a string. But all of these things that you have seen here is still regarded as one item, which is called what, this variable var here. So there is no way I can say okay, I want to now be saying var, I'll put a space here, one, then I'll come here and said print, uh, yeah, print var. So, or I say print, it's going to give me an error. All right, I'm going to have a big fat error kind of. So let's say var, in that square bracket I said uh, I pass in 1 there. Now when I pass in 1 there, it's telling a, where is a coming from? Okay, if I say something like, let's say 4, what will I have? It's saying comma. Now what this thing is telling us is that the position, hello please, are we together? The position of n is what, is 0, Abby. Position of a is 1, position of m is 2, position of e is what, is 3. This one is just giving position. I'm not having access to the entire name. All right, so if you want to fast check my analysis, pass 0 there, what you're going to have on your cursor, you're going to see n here. Are you getting it? That's the position of this. Now basically when you write a something, when you print out something like this, you put it inside a square bracket, all right, and you pass number inside, you are just looking at what we call index. Indexing is the position of item inside the what? Inside the data type. The placing of item or position of item inside the what? A data type. That's what they call the index. Alright. Now I don't have access to the entire word name. I don't have access to the entire name. I can't pick it out. So let me now tell you why what you will do to have access to it. Let's say I come here, I said var, that same var equals to, I declare it as a what? As a list. Now basically now look at it. A list is item that is inside a what? That is inside a square bracket, and you space this item with comma. Now if it's a string, like just like what we have here, like you can see that name is a string. Remember yesterday class, anything inside a code is a string. Color is a string, is inside a string, inside a code. Age is inside a code. Height is inside the what? A code. What we are saying is that as long as I use this square bracket open and square bracket close here, this var in line number 4 is regarded as a list data type. If you want to fast check me, you can be my guest. I can just say print. Remember yesterday we said type is used to know the type of what? Data type. So I'm going to pass in var here. Now be very careful because I have two var. Alright, I have two var. The first var is here, so you are going to see different. This var here is a string, so let me print that out. So I said type, so I have a var inside there too. Alright, I have a var inside here. Now let me run this program. Var at first stage is going to give you what? String, and the other one is going to give you a list. Are you seeing it? This is stro, which is string. This word list. Now this is because this is inside a square words, a square bracket. Then I have my item inside. Remember when I pass 0 here, this one was giving me n. That's why you are seeing n here, because the index of this item inside this list is actually what? N is actually was 0. Now if I come in here now, I said print this same var. I said var, so I pass it inside a square bracket, then I pass 0, that same 0 here. So let's say I run this. What do you notice I'm having? I'm having a what? The full item printed out, which is what? Which is name. Please, are you guys with me? Which is what? Name. Let me do something here. I just want to print out an empty line. So which is actually what? Which is actually what? Name. I don't want to decide a code to. Alright, let me allow it slide. Alright, syntax. Alright, let me just put it inside the code. Now look at what I mean here. At this point, alright, at this point you see that I'm having n when I did something here like this. But at this point, when I still use the same code with this same variable or data type that I have here, I'm having the full item printed out. Let's say I want to target something like age. Alright, for age I will just pass into here if I want to have access to age. If I pass into here, age will be executed on my what, on my terminal. So let's now explain what is going on here. Please, can you guys hear me? Are you people with me? Hello.
Yes, we will. You.
Now let me now explain what is going on inside this place. Because I'm actually looking at lists. Okay, this is what I'm actually looking at, lists. So in a nutshell, you declare a list with a what? With a square bracket, or you use the word the list method. Remember we said method is anything with parentheses in front of it. So if you want to fast check, please, I just need to bring this one in. If you want to try, let's say I say colors. All right, so this time around I'm using the method, the list method for what, for declaring this particular what variable. Let's say I now said what, print what, print colors, print what, colors. So I said print colors. Colors will be printed out. So if you want to check, this is the color that is printed out here. You can see this one is coming out in a list, while this other one, name, age, is also coming out in a kind of what, in a kind of list. Did I print the var, print var? Okay, I just printed out the type. Let's say I said print var here, or let's say I come down here, I printed var, print what, print var. All right, I have something like this. You see that I will have two lists printed out on my terminal. This is the first list for color. This is the second list for what, for name, color, age, and what, and weight. Now the question now is this: I use this one, this first one, I use what, square bracket open and square bracket close. But this one in line 8, I use the list method. So a list is declared either using the list method, which is this one, or use your what, your square bracket and your square bracket what, close, square bracket open and what, and close. Is that okay? Is that okay, please? All right. Now the next thing is the position. Like I said earlier, the position of item inside a list, position of item in a list, is called what? I said it's called what? Index. It's called what? Index. It's not only a list self, even a string, it is called index. You saw it when I declare a string up there and I now pass 0 inside. I was trying to get the item. Alright. So that thing is called what? Index. So how do you get index? Now let me come back here again. The position of name, alright, let me just say index. The position of name is actually 0. Alright. Now indexing of an array start from what? From 0. Alright. Indexing of an array start from 0. The position of n of name here is what? Is 0. Position of color is 1. Alright. Position of age is what? Is 2. Position of height is what? Is 3. Then position of weight is what? Is 4. Now this analogy that you are seeing here is what we call positive words index. Is what is called positive word index. So positive index is just using your number without a what? A negative what? Sign, a negative operator. Alright. So this is what we call positive index. Let's say I want to print out something like weight. So like I said, the position of weight here is what? Is 4, right? So I'll just come into my program. In this var here, instead of 2, I'll just pass 4 here. So when I pass 4 here, are you seeing that I have access to what? To weight. Please, are we together? I have access to what? To weight. So if you want to print out something like height, from what we have gotten here, height is what? Height is is 3 from the analysis we gave. Height is what? Is actually what? 3. So that is what we call uh, the positive what? Index. So you will do this one as assignment for me. Just bring out the position of this item, not now, so that I'll be able to continue my class. Oh, I'm going to have a big fat error because it's coming on top. So this one you take it as an assignment. Assignment. Display the display green from the lists below. All right. So this is this is first assignment that I'm giving to you people, so that I can continue from what we just did there. You should know what to do from that particular analysis. Now the other kind of indexing that we have in Python is in negative words index. So by negative index, all right, we mean you are going from what? From left to right. Okay, it means that height will become what? -1. Sorry, weight will become -1. Height will becomes what? -2. Age will becomes what? -3. Color will become what? -4. Name will becomes what? -5. So let's see how this thing is going to work out. So let's say I come inside here, I duplicated this code. Let me put a code here so that you get to understand it in case you are reading your code. Negative words index. Now, instead of 3, I said -3. Now from here, now -3 is going to be what? Age, Abby. So I said minus what? 3. And I run it. You can see that I have access to what? To age. Alright. So from negative indexing now, name is what? Is -5. Let's say I turn this one, I duplicated this code. I turn this one to what? To minus what? -5. Alright. You can see that I have name executed inside here. Alright. This is what we call negative what? Index. This example should be down here, please. Why this one should be up? So this is what it's called what? Negative what? Index. Alright. So by negative index, we just simply means using negative what? Operator. Alright. And I said that negative index is coming from the what? From the front to the what? To the back. So you start with -1 from the front to the back, to the last number you have at the what? At the back. Why that of positive index? You just start from what? From the index of 0 down to what? To the last. It is only Python that is having this negative index. I'm not sure if other programming language they understand anything called negative words index. Please let me give room for questions. Question, please. Question. Ajoke, are you there?
I'm here. I'm following. Thank you.
All right. Any question from you?
Oh, none at the moment. Thank you.
You're welcome. Emeka, any question from you?
Not really now.
All right. All right. Please, the basic is very, very key. Okay. The basic is still is something you enjoy. So just pay rap attention on it. So,
Yeah. I usually like to rewatch the video and take my time to understand it better.
all right. All
Things
right.
like that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give another assignment here in this negative index here. So for negative index of uh, uh, using negative index in this in color lists, colors lists. All right. Display blue. I love this. In color list, display what? Blue. using your what, your negative what index. That's 2. Now, is it that I will just be having access to one item? One item. What about, the question is, Mr. Mary, what about in this particular array here? I want to display color, age, weight, or height. I want to display color, age, height, weight. Or I just want to say, okay, let me display height and what and weight. Or let me display name and what and color. What I'm looking at, it is not displaying just single what item. You are looking at a scenario whereby you can display multiple what item inside your list. Please, like I said in yesterday class, list is also called array. Why some people will call it what, container. Please, if they are saying all of this, they are programming the same, just know that they are talking about the same thing. All right. So now, let's say I want to print out name and color. Let me just use that one as a case study. So this one, I'm going to give it as display multiple item in a what, a list. Display multiple item in a what, in a list. So how do I display multiple item in a list? Let me see, use an example of this var. If I come here and I said let me print line there. I have my code. Yup. So let's say I want to print out, still on that var, print, I have my var. Alright, but this time around, alright, I want to display, like I said I want to display name and what and color. Please pay attention to this. I want to display name and color. So what I should do is, name belongs to index of 0, true or false, from positive index. Color belongs to index of what, 1, abi. Age belongs to index of what, 2. Height belongs to index of what, 3. Weight belongs to index of what, 4. So it means that I will go straight and pick this particular index. So 0 and what and 2 will give me name and what and color. So it means that I will separate it with a what, with a column inside the what, the square bracket what, quote. Alright, because I said that this square bracket is used to identify what, index of what, of an array. So instead of 0 column 3, I will say 0 column what, 2. So if I run this particular program, you can see that I have name and what and color printed out. If I want to get name, color and age printed out, I will now say okay, 0 column what, column 3. So name, color and what and age. What about Mr. Emmanuel? I want to have age, height and what? Let's say age and what and height. The index of age here will set is index of 2. Height is index of what, 3. I'll just say 2 column what, 4. Come in here, I'll pass in 2 column what, inside here I'll pass in what, 4. So let's see what I'm going to print out, age and what and height. Now the essence of this array or container is, look at it, you are having a big project, and again you don't want to display all items you have inside the container, or you want to display some certain item you have inside the container. That is when the list is what will be very helpful to what, to you. Are we okay? Are we together, please? That's when the list will be very important. So the way we have this thing that you are seeing, I'm just explaining now, is what Python called what? Python call it range. So remember, we have index, we also have what? Range. And range in Python is where you have something inside a code and you have a semicolon, sorry, a column in between it. That's what they call range. Okay. Now we have two kind of range in Python. We have the positive range. We have the positive range, and we have the words, and we have negative what range. So you are going to see, you are going to understand it now. Now by how will I put it now? By positive range and negative range, just like you have positive index and you also have your negative what index. Now by negative range, I simply means if you have your quotes, you have what, your minus, all right, minus colon what, minus, you know, you are going to have a number here, abi. So let's say I say minus 1 colon minus what, 5. But we should know that minus 1 is greater than what, please, minus 1 is greater than minus 5, true or false? So from what you just look at for this one can be 0 colon what, colon what, colon 2. So the lowest will come before the what, the highest. So it's supposed to be minus 5 colon what, minus 1. Please, am I making any sense here? So the lowest will come before the highest, and minus 1 is greater than minus 5. This thing can be confusing. At first it was confusing to me. All right, so the lowest will come before the highest. So by this one is what they call positive range. This is what we call what, negative what, range. So the example I just gave here now is for what, positive what, range. So now let's say we want to print out that same item, all right, that we printed out in positive range. Let's print it out in negative what, in negative range. So they are telling me to use minus 4 colon minus 1. Please, let's look at it together. By negative range, all right, minus 4 and minus what, 1. Are you getting it? It means that we have color, age, and what, height. Hello. It means that we have color, age, and what, height. This one is not inclusive because it's just working like your mathematical operation called less than or equal to, and you have less than or equal to and less than. Okay, so this one is not inclusive. So if I come here, if I try to run this program so that you go to understand it better, you can see I have color, age, and what, and height. What, Mr. Emmanuel, I want to get age and what, and height, only age and height. From the analogy I have here now, age and height age and height, is it height? Yeah, age and height will be minus 3 colon minus what, 1. So this will just become minus what, minus 3. So if I save it, I'll be in a very very good what, shape. Now the essence of doing this, like I said yesterday, in programming we don't have just say one way of doing something. There are multiple routes to doing a particular word thing in programming. So but what we are concerned about is the result. If you are able to go to get your results, nobody will ask you how you get your results. So like I said in yesterday class, my duty is to open your eye and see different way to it. You will not choose the one that is actually convenient to you, that you want to what, you want to make do with. Is that okay, class? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's continue. Let's continue because we are still going to probably we are still in this list. Now the next thing we want to look at in this list container is what we called the properties of these containers, which is mutability, immutability, ordered, on what, on ordered. It's very important to understand those concepts. So that's what I want to quickly do because on this particular list now. So what is the meaning of mutability? The English meaning of mutability is something that can adjust, that can change. So something that is dynamic. You can remove, you can add. All right. You can also even what, carry out or call what, editing. So that's what they called mutability. So anything that you can change, you can delete, you can just do whatever you want to do inside is what they called mutability. So this particular container that you are seeing right here, this particular array that you are seeing right here, which is the list array that we are looking at, or data type that we are looking at, is in Python is actually what is actually mutable. So it's actually mutable. So we are going to look at how do we know that is mutable. So it's just that I'm going to add some items to a certain array, then I will remove item to another array, so that you'll be able to understand why we said it is what it is mutable. Sorry, just trying to check my material so that I won't skip any process. All right. So, like I said, mutability is simply something that can change. Now, listen to this, lest I forget. Uh, a list can carry different words, data type. By now, we should know what data type is all about. Now, this name is a string, right? Color is a string. So we said that this one now is a string list. But that does not mean that you can't have other data type, other variable type there, like number 30, 50, like 60. You can see that if I still run this program, I will still be in a very, very good shape. I see them printing out. I can even say, okay, I bring in the other one, which is the bool, true and what? True and what? And false inside. I will still be in a very good shape. But this is what you need to take note of. In programming convention, if your data type or your collection or your container or your array is for string, please ensure what is inside is what? String. All right. If your array is for what do you call it now? Your array is for number. Ensure that everything inside is what? Is number. So this is because it will not get confusing to you when you want to call item inside your array. Is that okay? Please, is that okay? Now, the first thing that we want to look at here is I want to add item. Let me use this one as a case study. This list of colors as a case study. Let's say I forget to add a certain item inside my list. I forgot to add a certain item inside my list. So I'm going to mutability now. Mutability of lists container. Mutability of list words container. Now let's say I have I forget to add a particular item on inside this. So what I will just do, I will call my name, the name of the data type. All right. I'm showing you method number one. Method number one is using your insert words, your insert method. So if I come here and said insert, dot insert. So look at it now. The name is called colors, not this. Dot what? Insert. So you see the beauty of using ID, something like a VS Code, is giving your suggestion, giving the suggestion for what? For me. I don't need to disturb myself. This is the insert method that I want to use. Now I am trying to insert yellow. Please pay attention to this. I'm trying to insert yellow at the position of words of 0. Sorry, of 1. If you look at it now, yeah. Red is what? Class. Red is what? Index of 0, Abby. Green is index of what? 1. Blue is index of what? Of 2. Now what I am selling this program is that insert yellow afterward index of 1. So it will replace it in this particular green position. So what it will do is that it will push green forward, yellow will becomes what? 1. So if I run it, can you see it? I have red, yellow, green, and what? Blue. So what I'm saying in essence is the insert method is to use to add item to what? To your array. Alright. Let's say I want to put it at the position number 012. Position number 2. I'll just turn this one to become what? 2. So that item will be placed at position number what? You can see yellow is at position number 2. Let's say I want to put it at position number what? 3. I'll just turn it to what? To 3. So yellow will be placed after what? Blue. So the insert method enable you to put item inside what? Inside an array. Am I good? Now another method is the word the append method. Just as the word is implies, append. Append is to insert. Alright? Look at it. Append is to add something from the what? From the end. That's from the front. So in using append method, you don't know the position where this item is going to be placed, but you know the position where you want to place the item using what? Insert. So look at it. This black you are seeing now will be at the what? The last. Are you seeing it here? So this one simply means I'm appending black to that particular word spot. Are you getting it? I'm appending black to that particular word spot. There's another way of inserting using the indexing. Let's say I say color. My own is to tell you different method. Your own is to find the method that is convenient to you. Let's say I have colors. I pass in my array. Let's say I want to place it at the position what? 0. I said equals to what? White. Then, sorry, I said equals to white. Then I now said print. I said print out what? Colors. Alright. Look at what this one will be, what we will do now. It will place it at, you can see now I'm having white, green, blue, yellow, and what? Black. So what you observe about this one is that this one replace the item. Please, are you getting it? This one replace the word, the item that is there before. So this one simply means a way of changing item inside your words, inside your array. The way of changing item inside your words, your array. So let's say I want to change, let me give another example because it's very logical. Let's say I want to change yellow, or let's say I want to change black to pink. So if you look at the index, please do not be looking at this part again, because from this part here a lot of things have been inserted. So this one may not be what? Correct. This one is not correct again. And one thing you need to know about Python is that Python run is code from top to what? To bottom. From top to what? To bottom. That is why it is called what? Interpreter. Alright? Interpret the code line by what? By line. Now let's say I want to change this black. I want to turn it to pink. White now from here. White is what? White is what? Index of 0. Green is index of 1. Blue is index of 2. Yellow is index of 3. Black is index of what? 4. So I'll just say 4. Alright. 4 equals to what? Pink. 4 equals to what? Pink. So if I run this program, you can see that instead of black now, it has turned to what? Pink. So this is to change item inside your what? Your array. And what kind of array we are looking at? We are looking at what? List. Please take note of it. Alright. Take note of it. We are looking at what? List. Please, am I good? Am I good?
Yes, yes.
Now, the next thing we need to also know, what about I want to remove a certain item from the list, from the container. What will I do? Python has what we call, let me put a comment there, remove item from what? From array. So please, you know the array I'm talking about is actually what? List, because we have other kind of what? Of array. We are just looking at the first one, which is list. Let's say I want to remove red from here. I want to remove red. So what I would just do, look at it. All right, it's going to be colors. Then you call your what? Your method. Look at it. This is the method called remove. Then you just pick the item that you want to what? You want to what? You want to remove. So I want to remove red. If I run this program inside my list, you see that red is no longer there. All right, you use your